Hello, my name is Sean Smith. I am the Director of Operations for the Muny, and we are here today to talk to you about several things that have been happening over the last year at the Muny. If you remember, back in 2019, we rebuilt our main stage, now known as the James S. McDonnell Stage. At that time, we replaced our existing turntable, but we added all kinds of new features, such as a scenery track system, orchestra pit lifts, trap doors so our actors could magically appear and reappear on stage, as well as a new light bridge with all of the infrastructure and technology that goes with it. Since that time, we've been working hard behind the scenes to make sure we're ready for this coming season. We were mainly focused on getting the stage and all of the technical aspects together for a performance. But since that time, we've been working hard behind the scenes to finish off that project as well as several others. The main thing that you'll notice when you come out to the theater is you'll notice the new shell structures which flank either side of the stage. This will create the new look of the Muny for generations of Muny goers to come. These shells complete the vision that we started 4 years ago at the beginning of this work. The other significant change that our audiences will notice is the replacement of our stage trees. When we started the design process, our mandate was not to touch the one remaining oak that was here on campus. Matter of fact, we designed an entire structure around it. However, when we got underneath the stage, we recognized that there was no longer any root structure at all, and our stage was holding the last tree in place. At that time, we made the very difficult decision to remove that tree, but took that as an opportunity to look forward to the future. So our audience, when they come out, will see a newly planted stage area with 2 oaks, several maples, several plane trees, forming what will be our new tree canopy that Muny goers 50 to 100 years from now will enjoy. To ensure that these trees survive, we put in a new system underground, putting in structural soil cells, irrigation and aeration, all of the things that trees would need to thrive in this environment. And right now, I'm happy to say that they have leafed out and they are looking great for the 2021 season. Certainly, the shells and the trees will be the 2 changes that our audience will notice. What they won't notice is all of the work that has happened behind the scenes. Up until this point, all of our improvements have been focused on patron amenities, restrooms, seats, concession stands. But now we took a look at some of the buildings and the infrastructure that was pieced together over the last 100 years to make improvements for our staff, cast, and crews. So while you may not see the changes from in your seats, what you will notice is what happens on stage. That level of excitement, that level of energy will just be that much more when you come out to see one of our productions and truly be a one-of-a-kind experience. And to explain a little more, here's Dylan Stanley.
Hi, I'm Dylan Stanley, Public Relations Manager here at the Muny. Now, we're over on East, right next to the East Lawn, and over my right shoulder you may see some stuff that is a little familiar and maybe not. Behind me is our entryway to the administrative offices and our iconic fountains. Both are undergoing a major renovation as we prepare for the 2021 season. Let's start with the entryway. If you've ever visited us before in the administrative offices, you know that you had to step down only to step back up. Well, no more of that. Our new entryway gives an atrium-like feel with bay windows as well as an elevator and stairs, making our administrative offices truly accessible to all. Now, the fountains. While they're not on, we are replacing every mechanism that makes it go and makes the magic happen. Both the fountains and our administrative building were built in the 70s. And as time has gone on, we've done a lot of renovations to the patron experience, but this is one of the first major renovations to the full-time staff administrative experience. Both will be ready in time for July 26th opening of Smoky Joe's Cafe. Now we're backstage. For those of you that have taken a tour through your Muny Partner Benefits, you may have realized the Cantina. This is kind of the gathering spot or the communal cafeteria for both actors and admin to grab a bite to eat during the day. Everyone's on a super tight time crunch, and so this allows us to eat right in the middle of Forest Park. Not only does it offer air conditioning, a hot commodity here at the Muny, but also an outdoor patio seating area and new and improved menu options. Now we're standing in the unfinished office of our Director of Advancement, Courtney Sims. Now, our administrative buildings were built in the late 40s, so for us to have a new space and something as drastic as this is huge, all thanks to you. Now we're standing in the old entryway of our administrative offices. So if you ever stop by to visit us, chances are you came up these stairs and saw our amazing receptionist, Joy, right here. Everything's kind of shifted. So with that new entryway, the entrance from the outside to inside is now over there on the other side of Joy. And these stairs are more for internal purposes. The renovations to the administrative offices were top to bottom. Other spaces renovated include our boardroom, marketing, finance, HR, development, education, and rehearsal halls. Here to tell us more about the artistic side of things is production manager Tracy Utzmeyers.
Hi, I'm Tracy Utzmeyers. I'm the production manager here at the Muny, and welcome to our costume shop and actors building. So this building used to house our canteen where everybody on campus would grab lunch and dinner and breakfast. It also had our concessions offices, our reservations offices, all of the storage for them. All of the dressing rooms, the washing for the dressing room, which we used to do actually in this hallway. This building also housed our electrics workroom, our technical director's office, and did I say all the dressing rooms? If I didn't, all the dressing rooms. Let's start upstairs. As we go into the dressing room hallway, you'll notice over here is a small room, kind of looks like a closet. It's actually the audio room, so that all of the wireless microphones can be housed in the same building as the dressing room. So for years, we'd prep the microphones in the sound room, which is on stage right, and then they'd walk all the way across the theater to the dressing rooms. And if it was raining, they'd put an umbrella up and walk the microphones across under the umbrella. And now we don't have to risk those microphones getting wet anymore. I'm very happy about this room. This is one of our star dressing rooms. It's meant for a star of the show. It has an ensuite bathroom and shower, ADA accessible. We have another star dressing room with an ensuite bathroom and shower. As we go down the hall, you'll see our chorus dressing room A. We've made the chorus dressing rooms very malleable, right? So chorus dressing room A also has 2 restrooms and 2 showers attached to it. And then there's a garage door at the end of the hall. The garage door can be down, and it's a good dressing room for 14 to 16 people. You can open it up and extend it another 10 feet and add 3 more people, or you can open up the garage door on the other side of that and extend it for the whole width of the building. Or you can put the garage doors down and you get 3 separate dressing rooms. On the other side of the chorus dressing room, you'll see one of my favorite rooms in the entire renovation, the laundry room. Like I said a minute ago, we used to do laundry in a hallway. Our 4 brand new washers and dryers, spec'd out by our wardrobe team. And there's a slop sink in here as well, and a folding table. And you see right over here is this small little closet. That is actually a drying closet. It has a heater in it, and you roll things right into it on hangers, shut the door, turn the heater on, and it'll dry just like it would in the dryer, the tumble dryer, but instead of tumbling it dry, you can hang dry. So it's a lot safer for all of anything really that's sort of a delicate fabric or a delicate sew. So the next really fun room, aside from the dressing rooms, they're going to be really fun. We used to have all of our dressing rooms used to have signatures of the people who'd been here before. Our staff photographer has taken copious photographs of all of those signatures, and we're going to put them on the walls in the dressing room. But we're also going to invite people to start signing the walls again, which we're pretty excited about. So they look pretty bare and empty, but they're going to fill up over time and be really exciting. So my next favorite room is the wig shop. We used to have our wig shop in the same room as the women's chorus dressing room, and it was sort of cordoned off with a brightly teal colored piece of curtain. Now we have a proper wig shop with a proper wig dryer and wig storage space and 4 stations for folks to sit down in beauty chairs and get ready for the show. And we've even got a hair sink for washing and dyeing, and after we do cuts on people as they come through the theater. Also, just kind of quirky, I love the cabinets in the hallway. Those are for all of the wardrobe notions, like static cling spray and wipes and Downy wipes and button sewing kits, all the things you think you're going to need while you're running a show for the wardrobe team. They're right here in the hallway, easy access. I think that's pretty much the dressing room hallway. We should head back downstairs to the costume shop and I'll take you on a tour. So it's really nice to have all of this combined in the same building. So as you come in, you'll see there's a break room right here for the costume crew on the right. And then you'll go into the suite of rooms that I'm pretty excited about as well. The first one is our craft shop. So we used to have a craft corner that was 4 cabinets in the corner of the costume shop. And our poor crafts artisan was always a little bit in the way when the door opened. And he took it really well, but now he has a really beautiful new shop. And adjacent to his shop is our new dye room with its own dye vat and fringe plate and washer dryer set so that we can dye things right here on site, properly ventilated, OSHA compliant, super safe and excited, and then wash them right in these machines that are dedicated to dye, as opposed to using a wardrobe machine and getting dye all over a machine you're gonna wash costumes in later. And then this room is totally empty right now, but it's gonna be our spray booth. So we used to spray all of our shoes outside on the ground under a patio umbrella for shade. And now we get to do it in the cool air condition with proper ventilation. We're really excited about it. Next thing, as we go down the hallway, you'll see is our costume and wig designer's office. This is a place for the designers and their assistants to get their paperwork done, to do their research, to sort of come back to at the end of the day and recoup and make, you know, a lot of times they'll put pictures of fittings all on the wall and make sure all the scenes look good together, make sure that everybody's got the right costume in the right place. Across the hall are our 2 fitting rooms, fitting room A and fitting room B. The great thing about our fitting rooms is not only are they cleaner and brighter than they used to be, they will have, you don't see it yet, but we're going to load in really big full wall mirrors, and you'll see that there is a garage door between the 2 of them, just like we saw upstairs in the chorus dressing room. So if we are having a really big fitting with 10 to 15 people, we can open up the garage door and turn 2 fitting rooms into 1 fitting room. Next on the tour is our new costume shop. It is so bright and exciting and inviting and full of sunshine. I cannot wait for the costume crew to show up and start creating costumes, fitting costumes, doing their work in this really beautiful space. They're going to be able to enjoy each other more. In the old costume shop, the stitchers were lined up against one wall that did face a window, but you basically were facing the back of another stitcher. It was just a line of stitchers. Now we've got the stitchers lined up so that they can face each other, so that they can see each other, so that they can work in a much more collaborative way. And I can't wait to see how it changes the culture down here, frankly. It's gonna be really exciting. At the end of the costume shop is where our inventory manager sits. The inventory manager touches everything before it comes into the costume shop and everything before it goes out of the costume shop. They're responsible for making sure that what we receive goes back to where we received it from. So that concludes the virtual tour of our costume shop and artist building. Thank you so much for coming along on the tour with me. I cannot wait to see you this summer. I can't wait for you to see the shows we're gonna put on this stage. It's gonna be lovely. Thank you.